So guys, this is day 11 and this is your Alsta bro, and today let's see what is my state. I'm very happy to show you the time, and the time is 5:44 a.m. Okay, as I promised yesterday, I wake up at 5:20 and got ready, and I was on time today. And yesterday also I was pretty nice at my work. The things I have to do was I did, and yesterday things get better. Okay, the thing was like I wasn't doing my work as consistently, okay, like workouting, the night bathing, and the video posting, all the things, and the LinkedIn also. I did all the things yesterday, and I'm currently at this trick. Okay, today it will be the day 2 streak, and I hope and I will continue this streak as much as possible. So today the topic is something different. Okay, you can relate, the viewer, you can relate to this topic. So I'm going to tell you a story about a boy whose life was ruined just because of his one decision. His happiness, the day he was waiting for years, has all ruined just because of his one decision. So what actually happened? Let's go to the backstory of it. So a boy named Krishna, he was from a middle class family, and his father was a retailer shop from where you can buy something really fast. फेरि त्यो कभर काट्न आउँछ भने त्यो कभर लामो भइसक्यो, आज त अलिक भएन। फेरि त्यो and Krishna was also very talented, okay, and but unfortunately he has lost his mother when he was 5 years old. And talking about the stories, Krishna was in 10th class. Okay, so since childhood, Krishna was living in a village, and he was completing his 10th class from. He has completed his 10th class from this village school, okay, but there was a problem that is been coming to this Krishna life, because Krishna father and Krishna himself want to learn more and do the masters, because they really want to get a degree and get a placement in a very nice place. So with this there were no any classes more than the class 10 in their village, so they go So Krishna and his father has decided to take Krishna to the Kathmandu, the city, the dream city of all Nepal, all Nepali. So Krishna was very happy with that decision of his father, and he was very excited to come to this place, because he hasn't come to this place also one time also. This was going to be his first experience in the capital city. So only 50 days was left for his class 10 final exam. So each and every day Krishna was only thinking about the Kathmandu. Whoa, wow, what a Kathmandu looks like. After going to the Kathmandu, I will get a very nice education, and I can get a degree. I can make a very good friends. I can go to different places. I can visit different good person and build a network. Whoa, God, what a life will be after going to the Kathmandu. Each and every day, Krishna excitement was going up and up and up. He was thinking Kathmandu is heaven, and it is also the heaven, because for the person who hasn't come to Kathmandu and has been living in a village in Nepal, thinks and they believe after coming to Kathmandu everything will be right, and he will get a job, and they can live a happy life, the father and the Krishna. So the day has come finally. It was his final exam, final day. Krishna comes home in joy. He was like, his feet was not on the ground that day, because you know the answer. For the obvious reason, he hadn't had a foot in his ground. So soon after his college finishes, the Krishna father told Krishna that, son, unfortunately I will not come to you to Kathmandu, because because I cannot leave this home here, and also I have some work here, so I cannot come to Kathmandu. And son, I think you have to go alone. Can you go? Krishna was like a little bit disappointed, but he was okay, because for the 50 days he was like very excited for the Kathmandu, and he decided to go alone. So Krishna packed his all the things, okay, and the father was and the family obviously was a middle class family, but the father's vision was to give the son one of the best education, so that they can live a better life in future. So Krishna father also took the loan from the neighborhood, okay, and give Krishna 2 lakh rupees, okay, give Krishna 2 lakh rupees and a gold ring, okay, gold ring from his hand, which was been gifted by his mother, which was the wedding ring of his mother, given by his mother. So Krishna with 2 lakh rupees, 1 gold ring, and his all personal things, and a lot of excitement in his heart, goes to the Kathmandu. The trip was about 10 hours long. That means you can also feel that how far it was from the Kathmandu. He was living from the Kathmandu. So in the bus also he was humming, he was singing, he was like, oh God, what the day today. I am finally going to the Kathmandu. This will be my best day in my life. So he was talking about that. And finally he comes to Kathmandu. He was in the Kathmandu bus park. Okay. So just stepping outside the bus in the Kathmandu bus park, he was like he has come to the heaven. Because in the way also he saw what Kathmandu looks like. A dense built, tall buildings, a lot of persons, okay, a city life, and a big cars, it's luxury cars, and all the things he has already seen during the journey. So the expectation was only rising for the Krishna. So as soon as he dropped, okay, as soon as he stepped his foot outside the bus in Kathmandu bus park, he was like too happy, too grateful for his father, okay, and he was too proud to come to Kathmandu, a city of heaven for Nepalese. Okay, so as he was from a village, he hadn't know any culture, he hadn't know anything about the ride-sharing app. He wasn't aware about this. Okay, he wasn't aware about the person that he is going to meet in Nepal, in Kathmandu. So he get his all the things from the bus and started walking randomly because he doesn't know the place, and also he doesn't know the maps, Google Maps that existed. To make it also bad, he doesn't have a smartphone. Okay, he have a phone but not a smartphone. The phone was keypad phone, so there he cannot get any maps. Okay, so he was like only excited to come to Kathmandu. So basically he gets his things and started walking randomly out of the bus park. And as soon as he comes out with two big bags in his side, taxi driver came towards him. Five, six taxi drivers came towards him, rushing, as if like he was going to push, he was going to fight with him, the Krishna. So Krishna was a little bit frightened, but as soon as those 5, 6 taxi drivers came, they were like snatching the suitcase of Krishna to get him in his taxi. Okay, so Krishna was not aware that this is the culture of them. This is how they work. So Krishna was a little bit frightened and too afraid about them. So after some time the situation came into control, and the taxi driver said that we are not stealing your things, we are just making you come to our taxi. So he doesn't know what taxi means. And also he said to the taxi drivers that I'm not from Kathmandu, I've only come to Kathmandu for this is my first time here in Kathmandu. So hearing that sentence, the taxi driver was like something was cooking in the head of taxi drivers. So one taxi drivers offer a very less fare for his taxi to somewhere in the Ratna Park. Okay. So only the place that the Krishna knew was the Ratna Park. So he thought that after going to Ratna Park, I can get the room and I can start the journey here in Kathmandu. So with that thought, Krishna goes to the taxi, okay, who is offered him the lowest fare. So Krishna was happy to get in the taxi for the first time. This was going to be his first experience, okay, of the modern city. So Krishna didn't know the way to Ratna Park. So that taxi driver, whose head was cooking something, takes him to one of the hotels. Not in Ratna Park, in the Gangavu Hotel. Okay. And he said that let's grab some food. I think you are hungry, so let's grab some food in the hotel. So Krishna was also feeling hungry, so they both got off, and also the taxi driver also got off from the place. So the hotel, they grab the snacks, okay, but the taxi driver gets up instantly and said to Krishna that, oh boy, I have to go to the bathroom, you continue eating, and I will come join you after going to bathroom, okay. And Krishna also nodded his head, and the taxi driver was not going to the washroom, he was going to the taxi. And also all the things of Krishna, the 2 lakh rupees, a gold ring, and a full of personal items of Krishna was being over there, staying inside the taxi. So Krishna was eating inside with a full of future plans here in Kathmandu. Okay, a lot of excitement. But the taxi driver was doing something, and obviously taxi driver was very happy to see that, and taxi driver started the engine of taxi and goes out of that place. About this incident, Krishna wasn't that much aware. Sometimes where did this taxi driver go? But he wasn't focusing that much. So the Krishna comes to finish his snack and goes outside the restaurant again. But the restaurant owner grabbed him. He was like, where is the money of that snack? And Krishna was like, huh? That money? This money must be given by that taxi driver. No, he offered me the food. That means he have to give the money. And taxi owner said, then where is the taxi driver then? The taxi driver was already gone. So Krishna was searching horribly. Krishna was calling terribly for the taxi driver. He goes outside and he saw no taxi. He has lost his entire life, entire dreams. With that incident, his dream, his expectation, his future plans got inside the ground. Before, his feet used to not go touch the field, but at that moment Krishna fall. Krishna was heart attacked. He was so much terrified to see that happen. So knowing that his entire things, his dreams, the dream of his father, also the personal items, the money, 2 lakhs rupees and a gold ring, that was also not his money. It was the loan money. So Krishna was heartbroken. As the bill in the restaurant must be like 200 to 300 rupees, but the bill came was 5,000 rupees with the extra 13%, and that means about 5,500 rupees. So he had no money, Krishna had no money. Then Krishna was not also aware that the bill should be about 300 rupees, but he thought that this is the dream city and this might be the actual price. So as Krishna has no money, he have to work a life without payment to that hotel. The hotel owner weren't letting that boy go out, so they kept that boy to his hotel and give them the and give him the offer and give him the work of rinsing the dishes, okay, and do the work for that hotel until the 5,500 rupees is you get. But every day you will only get 50 rupees, and if you get the things from this hotel, okay, if you get the lunch, the money will be cut from that 50 rupees. So as a human you have to eat about 20 rupees food, and daily he got 30 rupees. So 5,000 divided by 30 means how many days he has to work. 5,500 divided by 30. He has to work for 184. He has to work for 184 days. That is almost that is almost 3 months. No, not 3 months. That is almost 6 months. But the hotel owner, as he has no money, Krishna had to get that offer. But Krishna was like so frightened and do the things not with the heart, and due to that terrifying moment, Krishna wasn't able to focus on his work. Okay, Krishna was only thinking that, oh, this is my fault. I think Kathmandu is not a place for a happy life. It is the place full of negative things, the thieves, and I cannot be happy in this thief city, this bad city. So before he used to talk positive about the Kathmandu, but after that incident, everything changed. His life changed. He get the call from his father, but he couldn't answer that call. He has kept his SIM outside the phone, just because he have not to talk to his father about that incident, because if father knew the incident, father will be normal, because he knew that father has a heart problem, and if that news is gone to the father, anything can happen, which he don't want. So for 6 months Krishna decided to work, but every day, due to the terrifying incident, Krishna wasn't able to focus in his work. So seeing that the hotel owner used to give him only 10 rupees, used to cut 50% from his 30 rupees, and that comes to 15 rupees, and also the remaining 5 rupees was ungiven by them. And the Krishna got so angry with that hotel owner and insisted to give him that 5 rupees. But the hotel owner gave one condition to him. That was, son, boy, the Krishna, if you become a 6 worker, I will give you that remaining 5 rupees. Krishna was not ever ready to get that, but he wasn't able to fulfill his livelihood. So Krishna decided to do that work. Also, after getting 10 rupees, after getting the 15 rupees from his hotel owner, he had to now work for 360 days. That is almost a year. So Krishna did the work. He was all around the negative things and he got addicted. And after that, Krishna was no more. Krishna was being killed by one of the person, because Krishna had started gambling. He had started to play cards only because he wanted to earn more money. The only possible way he see to get the more money and to get out of this toxic hotel job, he decided to have a gambling, but he had lost his entire body. Okay. You cannot believe that Krishna had nothing to give for a gambling, but what he did is he started kept the part, kept his eyes, kept his kidney, kept his heart to the gambling, because it was like do or die moment for Krishna. But unfortunately, Krishna never won that gambling. So as for the gambling condition, Krishna, the partner who has won that gamble, killed Krishna to get that things. That means Krishna is no more. And the father also get the news that Krishna is no more. And obviously, for the obvious reason, father also died because of an attack. So the joyful moment, the moment that the Krishna was so excited, he was like having all the positive things about Kathmandu, but just because of that one bad intentioned taxi driver, the life not only of that two Nepali, the life of the bright future was in danger, because Krishna's dream was to become a great scientist. He want to invent something sitting here in Nepal, and give the Nepal the very nice name in the world. He had no plans of going outside abroad. So he loved his country. He was a patriotic person, and he was ready to give everything for the nation, to make good for the nation. So, but that decision, that cooking moment of taxi driver, the moment that the Krishna shared the thing, I am new in Kathmandu. I don't know anything about Kathmandu. After hearing that, I think that is the single most important sentence, or the more important sentence, no, that changed everything, that has flipped the coin. So the excitement has been converted towards sorrow, excitement to discouragement, from joy to the sorrow, from the happy to the worse life. So the world is not fair, guys. Okay, nothing happens as we have expected. And this Krishna is just a fictional story, is a fictional character, but this is the story of most of the Nepalese. Okay, you might also relate to that. You might have heard that incident again and again and again. So be safe, be alert, and never do. And let's promise that the Krishna and his father never has to die in that condition, because of that condition. Let's make Kathmandu a safe place to live, and let everyone have their right conserved to live with dignity. This is our responsibility, Nepalese. This is our responsibility. Let's not have this moment again. Nepal should be the place of God. Okay? We cannot let this incident happen again. And talking about the things here, Nepal should be a peaceful. Yeah, Nepal is like it doesn't have external war things like, and people say that Nepal is a peaceful country. But from seeing from external things, like Nepal doesn't have any war, conflict with the other country. But what happens is there is some internal things going on inside the Nepal that is making Nepal hollow from inside. Okay, that is making Nepal weak. That type of incident is going on in Nepal. So this needs to be fixed. We must fix our Nepal from inside also, because we cannot afford the next Krishna. We cannot afford the next loss of the Nepal, the bright future of Nepal. We cannot afford that loss. We cannot afford a loss of an innocent person. So let's make Nepal a better place to live, better place to work, and better place to shine. So that's what today. That was a pretty long story, but I think you got everything that I was trying to say. Let's be safe. So you can see this is which mall is this? Can you guess? If you are following my Walk With Me series, you might have known that this is one of the biggest building and one of the beautiful building here in Kathmandu, here in Gangabu Samakoshi. And this is not other than the Kathmandu, the Samakoshi Gangabu, one and only city square mall. This is City Square Mall, guys. This is the mall. You can see. This is the mall. So let me see the time. What is the current time? Okay. Oh, this is already 6:26. 6:26 a.m. So I have to go. Okay, from this place now. I have to reach to the house in 15 minutes, guys. In 14 minutes actually, technically 14 minutes. So, the teenager. I'm also a teenager. I'm 19 years old, guys. But after 6 months, not after actually, after 9 months, I will never be a teenager, guys. I will be no longer a teenager. I will start my 20s. But currently I am a teen, and most of my viewers are also teenagers. Between between 13 to 19. There's so much dust, guys. So most of us are teens, and being a teenager, there is a lot of expectation. Again, in the teenager, the mostly we do is study. Only study, and go after a degree. But as soon as we cross our 19 and start our 20s, there is some pressure from inside also, from the heart also, and also from the family. There is also external societal pressure that comes. That is to work and to get the things, to get the money, to earn the money. That responsibility comes in our mind. But currently we are 19. There is no any that much societal and the parental and pressure to earn the money. So people say the teenage is one of the happiest age in our entire life. So I think I have almost experienced and lived my whole 19. Only 9 months is left. Okay, so almost I am going to cross this teenage. So according to me, what teenage looks like, what was teenage, from the life of 13 to the life of 19. So in the life, from the life of 13, I was like in 16, the 6th class. Okay, I might be in the 6th class, and that Alstha was like that Ft.Alstha was like very shy. He wasn't able to say anything confidently. Okay, he has his insecurities about his height, because of his height. Okay, so he cannot speak of his thoughts. And also in academics he was better, he was nice, he scores and he gets a position in academics, but in the extracurriculum, no, nothing. So teenage, and also nobody told that I have to go do other things rather than focusing on the academics. But now when I am crossing my 19, I am feeling like, oh God, I should have done this extracurricular activities and make myself that much confident. Okay, and there should not be any insecurities in your life, like I used to have a height insecurity. Okay, so there is a lot of things going on during the 19 years. Okay, there is the attraction comes, okay, towards the opposite gender, and you will start to feel that attraction as a law. Okay, you will level that as a law, and you cannot share your feelings to the parents again. So there is a lot of things going on, and the most important thing is when we used to be a teenager. When I was a teenager, like about 15, 16 years old, before the 10 class, okay, I used to have friends, but I have lived a long years, and in that time the friendship was that much strong, okay, that much deep, that we were ready to do anything for them. We have that feeling in our 19, in our teens. On basis of friendship, it is very nice. But in our teenager, if we only spend our teens in the academics, that is not that much efficient. Okay? You will regret, and I am also regretting that till 12 I was not able to express myself, and this was the most underconfident phase of my life, and that's true. And you can see there's a taekwondo going on here. Okay, there's some taekwondo going on here. Okay? So teenage is like there is no any pressure. Okay, the only thing the parents wants from us is a position, a rank in the class, ranking and all. Okay, but actually the only thing that matters throughout after the teens also is to grab our skills, to have some skills, not only the learning on the paper. That doesn't last for long. So the experience that I got from the teenage age, yeah, this is a very happy phase. Okay, you have you have financial support. You can get the demanded things from your parents. Okay, we can be free. We can be like never. We cannot. We should never do any tension about the family, the money, the financial condition. All will be done by the parents. Okay, so in that case, in that view, teenage is very nice. It is the one of the happy phase in that point of view. But what makes the teenage difficult and conflicting is like boring, difficult is in teenage you have an internal feeling that, oh, I have to get, I want to be financially independent. Okay, I don't want to be dependent in the family. Or the one thing is going on in the life, in the head. Oh God, will I be able to be successful in life? That's a constant self-doubt is going on. And also, there is a thing like, will I get this job so that I can earn money and I can be a financially independent person? That seems very normal, no? But that only thing gets so burdened in our mind that makes our body and soul so frightened and terrified and tired. People used to think that they only get tired when they do the work physically, but that's a physical tiredness. But what happens in the mind of teenager is the mental tiredness, and nobody talks about mental health in Nepal. So especially teenage is the age where the life of the person is being decided, the direction of the person will be decided, whether he goes to the right direction or the wrong direction. Also, I have some another point of view, and that is, it's not also only about the right and the wrong direction. It is about the things you do to make that things right or wrong. If you are doing the wrong things, but you can prove that that is also actually a right thing, but you must be able to prove that the thing you are doing is the right thing. Okay, so you might not get the point, but you do anything in life. In teenager we can do anything. Okay, technically we can do anything because we are financially independent. Okay, but the only thing that matters is from our action in the teenage, our future will be directed in that way only. I'm not telling 100%, oh, if you are bad in the 90s, teenage, you will be bad forever. That's not the case. But I'm telling about the possibility. Like there is a pro of no. Like we can see the day from the morning. That's the same case here. Morning shows the day. That's the actual problem. Okay. So that's the thing. So let's make our teen memorable, more fruitful, and full of the right positive things. And yes, it is okay to have negative thoughts, the self-doubt, the insecurities, but it is a temporary thing. Let's not make that things get burden in this part of our body. Let's not have the burden in this part. So let's wrap up. Okay, Let's make, we cannot afford next Krishna here in Nepal. Not here in Nepal only, but in the world. We cannot afford that another Krishna incident. And the next thing is, it's okay to have the self-doubt in the teenage, but do the things that actually matters, that actually do the good for you and your family and the nation and the people around you. Let's make our teenage fruitful and happy. Okay, so I'm 19. Let's me sign off and let's see what is the time currently. So I must be able to come here for 6:45. So let's see the time. Oh, the time is 6:40, guys. 6:40, and this was day 11, and I think you enjoyed the day. And this is what my day 11 looks like. Okay, so till yesterday I was being inconsistent in the timing and the other things, but from yesterday I think, from today I think I'm in the zone. So I'm happy and I will come tomorrow. Okay, and with that, I'm Alsa Bros, converting from Ft.Alstha to Alsta. And if you are enjoying my journey, you know what to do. So till then, bye.